Hello, and welcome to the next video here in the Onion Man's Rooftop Tutor Cow Caravan of Treasure and sometimes barter. The streak continues as it always will, and we are into the next journey into monthlies. My Midtown comic book order for the month of September. I know I'm like a month late. Apologies on that. Whole house move and everything just got caught up in all that. Finally settled in, finally opening up some back boxes. And this is one of them. Funny enough, I already have my order in for October. Hey! So, anyway, yeah, these, so you're going to see these a month late. These are for the month of September. Like I said, with the move and everything, it was just hard to get stuff unboxed properly and filmed properly till I got everything set up. But we're here now, so yay. Journey into monthlies, yeah. If you're new, I get my comic books from Midtown Comics every month. Sometimes it'll change. Sometimes I'll buy some trades off of instocktrades.com. They're awesome. But I mostly get Midtown. I do not subscribe to their monthly subscriptions. For some reason, I don't like the way they distribute their subscriptions. Like 2 different times, I tried to subscribe to get the comics I wanted, and they shipped out in weird times. And I picked like just once a month. Like end of the month, once a month, send me my books. And somehow they messed it up both times. And I'm one of those people that's just like, eventually, like if you're just that incompetent to do something, I'm not going to subscribe. So I just wait till the end of the month and buy all my comics in one bulk order, call it good. And that's not a knock against, it is a knock against Midtown, that I think their subscription service is not as good as they claim, but just in terms of how they ship stuff. But I don't mind ordering from them in bulk on a monthly basis and calling it good. I'm down with that because at least that they get it right when I do that. They always have. I've never had an issue that way. This is a pretty big order. I think it's because there was like a lot of new stuff that came out that I really wanted. I think there's a trade in here. I might be wrong. Yeah, there it is. So I'll get that out of the way first real quick. Let me pull it out here. I went ahead and I picked up the trade for Captain America Cold War. I did end up reading Kelly's Captain America run, and it was good. I don't think it was as good as some people made it out to be. I went about 5 issues into that run and didn't like it, and I gave it up. And everybody's like, no, you got to read it. It goes, and then when it goes into Cold War, it's so good. It did get better. It went from like being a 5 out of a 10 story to like a 7 out of a 10 story. But everybody says Cold War is really good, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. So here we go. But yeah, as far as Kelly's run on Captain America, like I said, I'm going to give it like a 7 out of a 10. And we'll kind of just see what happens and go from there, huh? A lot of books. Oh my god. Okay, first up. How do we want to do this? No. Okay. Alright. Weird order, too. First up, we have Blade. Blade number 3. I've enjoyed the first couple of issues of Blade. I'm hoping the story picks up a little bit because it's kind of been a lot of, it picks up. It's a lot of action, but I don't want just an action Blade comic. I do think Blade has some character to him that's interesting, so I hope they explore a little bit more of that instead of just kind of going all out on this fast-paced book. So I'm going to keep up with it for the next few issues, see how it goes, and if it picks up, or if it not picks up, but slows down a little bit and just kind of fleshes out the story better, I'll keep it. If not, I'll drop it. So, kind of a weird looking cover. Speaking of Captain America, we got Captain America number 1. Dwayne Straczynski is on Captain America. I've heard this is a fantastic, just back to roots, basics Captain America story. So I wanted to pick it up. I like Straczynski. I haven't liked everything he's done. I think there are some things that he's very good at and some things that he's not. When you give him a more simple hero to just like deconstruct like a Captain America, he's fantastic. But I remember when he was like doing some of the before Watchmen stuff, it was all over the place and really wonky. I don't think he really did great on that, but I think a character like Captain America benefits his writing style, so I'm willing to give it a shot. We got Ron V's Detective Comics. I love this Detective Comics book. I 100% think it's better than oh wow, I blanked. Chip Darsky. Chip Darsky's Batman. I think this is loads better than it. It is twice as good. I mean, Darsky's Batman run to me has been disappointing. And I say that as a fan of his because I thought his Spider-Man stuff when he kind of first started in at Marvel, I think he was doing like Spectacular Spider-Man for a little bit, was really fun. It was a really fun book. His Daredevil run is fantastic. He's going to go down as one of the better Daredevil writers for sure. And then he got Batman, and it was like, oh my God, he's going to Frank Miller this whole thing. He's going to do Batman and Daredevil at the same time, and it's going to be amazing. And he didn't. For whatever reason, Darsky's Batman has been good, but not great. And I think that's, even though I'm still getting his Batman because it is good, but like I said, it's not great. And I think that's disappointing considering the hype going into it. Ron V's Detective Comics with this kind of horror element and like actual detective story, Batman going into the depths of Gotham basically, and like trying to figure out these things is very good. No spoilers. Get it. I highly recommend it. It's a fantastic book. I like it more than the regular Batman book. I did pick, I forgot I got this. I picked up the reprint of Rom Space Knight. Marvel is doing Rom again. I don't know if they're going to do like a full-on Rom book or anything. I hope they do because I like Rom Space Knight. I just like the cool kind of look to it and everything. So there you go. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Rom Space Knight was the look-wise, the design was an inspiration for the RoboCop suit. But yeah, went ahead and pick that up. Oh, okay, here we go. Now we're into something good. Benjamin Percy is doing Predator versus Wolverine. Yeah, you read that right and you see it right. Now that, Marvel, Disney has 20th Century Fox, right? So they've been doing Alien books for a while. They've been doing Star Wars, all that stuff. They're finally settling into some Predator stuff. And of course, their very first crossover is Predator versus Wolverine, which I think is awesome. I know there's people who love the older stuff like Predator versus Superman, which makes no sense to me. I don't know how Predator could even go up against Superman. That's like one of the few people that he should not be able to go up against at all. And there's a couple of Predator versus Batman books, which I never got into. I know there's some big fans of it. Again, reverse side, I think the Predator should be able to take out Batman pretty easily. I know, unpopular opinion. You can hate me. Regardless, I think the perfect opponent for the Predator is Wolverine. This is like a match made in heaven. I've heard it's a fun-ass book, and I can't wait to read it. In my opinion, Wolverine should win, though. He's damn near indestructible, and I don't think the Predator's hunting skill is going to outmatch like Wolverine's like sense of smell and his insights. You know what I mean? But I am super excited for this. This cover looks awesome. I love that they're starting. I think it goes through time, right? Like the Predator and Wolverine encounter each other multiple times over time. I love that their first one is like during the Weapon X days. That's awesome. Makes sense. We got Immortal Thor, number 2, Al Ewing. I thought we already did number 2. Maybe not. Ew. Either way, okay. Yeah. Alex Ross is doing the covers. This cover looks awesome. I need to set the covers over of the ones that are good. We'll do Predator and Wolverine over here. The Ron V Batman cover is cool, but I'm not going to pick that one. This is an Alex Ross Thor cover. Obviously, it's going to go in here. So, yay. Finally. Oh, it's backwards, though. Oh, no. We finally got the next issue of... Apologies. No, it won't go into the little thing. There we go. We finally got the next issue of Neil Gaiman's Miracle Man run. It took months for this to come out. I've been waiting for it for a while now. But it's finally here. Legacy issue, it's number 28 of the original series. In terms of this new run, it's number 6. So that gives you a good idea where we're at. Awesome. Excited to finally read it, man. Just the time it's taken for these to come out is pretty rough. But I love Miracle Man. I love Alan Moore's original story. It's fantastic. I know it's a Michelangelo thing way in the back, but I'm talking Alan Moore's run. And I think Neil Gaiman does a very good, serviceable job of following that up. So excited to see where it goes. We have X-Force. Fall of X continues. I'm torn on X-Force. So I've been reading up on like the other stuff and like where the things with Colossus are leading to. And I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of it, man. I love Colossus, so I don't know if I like the direction they're going. What is that? What is in there? Oh, the book is torn. It's like cut. Yo, what is up, Midtown? I hope none of my other books are like that. Like, it's torn. Oh my god. That is so disappointing. Like, it looks like it got cut. Like, with scissors. Oh, that is so disappointing. Look, I'm usually not the guy that's like, oh, something came in a little dinged up, but like, I'm a comic book collector that paid full price for this. Not full price, whatever the little thing was with shipping. But when a comic says it's near mint, it shouldn't be cut like that. Oh my god. That's so disappointing. That pisses me off, man. It really does. I hope none of my other books are like that now. Alright, well. Incredible Hulk number 4. We got a Hulk versus Man-Thing when strikes the Man-Thing. I love Man-Thing. I love Hulk. This is going to be awesome. Yeah, this has been a pretty good story so far. They're delving a lot more into the horror aspects of Hulk, which I'm cool with. Kind of continuing where Al Ewing left off a little bit in that regard. So always love Man-Thing. I love swamp creatures. Fighting Hulk, I'll be there all day. We have a little one-shot. I'm pretty sure it's a one-shot. We got a Werewolf by Night one-shot. Looks pretty cool. You can tell this is like the Marvel Halloween book for the month, basically. I know this was September, but it was leading into October. So yeah, looks pretty nice. I like Werewolf by Night. I like the special, the Disney Plus special. That was really good. We have Ghost Rider, number 18. I like this cover. Pretty cool. Benjamin Percy's been doing a really good job on Ghost Rider. I thought the Spirits of Vengeance story with him and Wolverine was really good. So excited to see where we go out of that, though, because that was a pretty high volume story. Like, it only lasted like 3 or 4 issues. But it was such a high impact story. I'm interested to see where he follows up with that. We got Daredevil, number 1. Saladin Ahmed is on the book, and I'm excited. I think it's going to be good. I'm guessing Darsky's done, right? For sure. So there you go. End of an era. Maybe now that he's done with Daredevil, his Batman will be better. He'll focus more on Batman and it'll be better. But I'm excited for this. I like this. We're getting kind of back to the darker origins of Matt Murdock, and I think it'll be good. So I like that cover too. Looks like we got a Fall of X Wolverine thing going on here. Interesting. It looks wild. What is it? Is this Immortal? Yeah, it is Immortal X-Men. The logo up there. I was like, what is this book? It's Immortal X-Men. Immortal X-Men is pretty good. I think Kieran Gillen's done a good job doing the political machinations of Krakoa, and that's all coming to an end soon. So basically, you're getting Hickman and Gillen, and then it's all kind of coming to an end. So we'll see where they go after all the Fall of X stuff. But I would rank Fall of X a 8 out of 10 so far, based on just Immortal X-Men and then X-Force. Those are the 2 X-Men books I get. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. It's not the best event for the X-Men I've ever read, but it's not the worst by any means. It's serviceable, and I think integrating the X-Men more back into the Marvel Universe after that will be a good thing. I like them on their own, and when they're separate, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love that. I think they work best there. But I do think there's a little bit of a chance for a change to make it better. So, oh, there we go. There it is right there. Ghost Rider and Wolverine Weapons of Vengeance. I apologize. Omega number 1. So I think this is the final issue of that, which I think brings it to 4. There's like the Alpha a couple of issues, and then this one. So I think there's 4 issues total. So that'll be fun to read. We have Dawn of DC's Shazam. This book has been interesting. I think it's a good book, not a great book. Mark Waid is writing it, and Mark Waid definitely gets the spirit of what Captain Marvel should be. And yes, I'm going to call him Captain Marvel. For you people who call him Shazam, I'm sorry, you're wrong. He's Captain Marvel. I know DC's like, he's Shazam. Well, yeah, but that's because they pussied out of a lawsuit with Marvel. They could have gone to court over that, and they chose not to. Or they did and lost, right? I can't remember what it was, but they gave up real fast on it. Anyways, Dawn of DC, Shazam. I like it. I like that we're getting a more simplistic Captain Marvel. I'm still not the biggest fan of like him having Billy Batson's personality. He's supposed to have the wisdom of Solomon, and there's a lot of times where it just like I don't think Solomon would have done that. So it is what it is. But I like that he's on his own now. You're not seeing a lot of weird crossover with the Justice League and trying to make it too dark and too whatever. It's lighthearted, it's fun, and I'm okay with that. I just wish they kind of were a little bit more, I don't want to say naive. There's, yeah, maybe a little bit more naivety to it, like the Golden Age version of Captain Marvel. And it looks like lastly we have Doctor Strange. This is a pretty cool looking cover. Number 7, John Romita tribute cover. Yeah, Jed McKay's Doctor Strange has been great so far. I've loved pretty much every issue. I like that we're getting back to like the bigger cosmic schemes of Doctor Strange. So fantastic book. If you haven't read it, definitely check it out. I like this cover a lot, but I'm not going to pick it. So we're down to 2 covers. We're down to this Alex Ross Thor cover and this Predator versus Wolverine cover. Obviously, this looks fantastic, like an actual art piece, and this one looks just like a comic book cover, which is why I'm going to pick it. This is the book I'm the most excited to read this month, and I love this cover. I love this classic Weapon X look. And like the helmet's right there. I was like, the helmet's missing, but it's on his waist. And the Predator looks pretty cool for what he is, and they're just in a battle. It's perfect for what it needs to be, out in the snowy wilderness. Glorious. So there we go. Those are the comics for September 2023. And I already got my October order in, so we're good there. Yeah. And that's it for the video. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You do not have to if you don't want to. But as always, I appreciate anybody who does. And I will catch you guys on whatever the next video is.